Moving through time, transcending time and space. Hi there, crypto fans. Dick Allgire here. It's another beautiful day in the Hawaiian Islands. First of all, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Kind of a little bit of a slow leak going on, but there's a little bit of a slow leak going on with everything. The stock market is kind of edgy. Gold and silver are, they were looking and they felt it's like nobody's really too excited to invest in anything right now. Bitcoin is at like 26.5. We expected that. Our analysts told us we were looking for a 5-point reverse wave to complete, and with that, he thinks Bitcoin could actually dip down into like 23.5, 24.5, so it could go even a little bit lower. But don't worry, it's going to be okay. Gary Gensler is doing his thing. The SEC coin Binance is like ugly stuff. Cryptos will have their day. Just be patient. All right. What I really want to talk about today is transcending time and space. An experiment that we've been working on with the remote viewers I've been associated with for over 15 years. There was an original experiment we called A Message to the Past, where my mentor, my remote viewing instructor, Glenn Wheaton, was trying to remote view a past target, something in the past, and he was trying to embed something in that he put there that would be evidence today. And we had varying success with that. So recently I revived that experiment. I'm working on it right now. Let me get to the conceptual thing behind this. All right. If you can remote view, and we can remote view, we've proved this without a doubt. We have, under scientific protocol, time and time and time and time again, over and over and over, literally hundreds of examples of successful remote viewings done under strict scientific double-blind protocol, where we show that this is a real skill, and we've done it again and again and again and again. If remote viewing is real, and it's real, then what happens? It's our understanding that information moves. And let me explain what I mean by that. I'm sitting on the island of Maui and I do a remote viewing. So physically, I'm located above Ka'anapali in June of 2023, physically here in this time, in this location. But I project my awareness back to, say, ancient Greece or the Napoleonic Wars, or sometime like 2,000 years ago or 200 years ago. And I bring data back about that target. So there's information about the target that exists, and I have to produce it on a piece of paper. Information has to move. So we know that information moves. Some believe that remote viewers are just accessing some Akashic record, some holographic universe, some non-dimensional consciousness that where, you know, there's many explanations, but the premise that we're the premise that we're going on is that the remote viewer actually goes to the person, place, thing, event, location in its own time. So if you give me a target that is in an event in ancient Rome, my consciousness is actually going to ancient Rome in that location, in that place, and I'm bringing information back. So we've proved that that is possible. So the next step would be, while I'm on that target in the past, and I have a duplicity of awareness, like I have my primary awareness is in the Hawaiian Islands in the current time, but a part of my consciousness is on that target. Can the part of me that's on that target transmit information from me in the future back to the time of the target and actually have an effect on the target? Can you affect the target? Could I do something while I'm on target to intentionally put something into an artifact? And this is what I've been trying to do. Something from the year, I believe it's 1821. And I wrote this down before I knew what the target was. All right, I have a good chain of custody on this where I sketched what I was going to do, but I didn't know what it was yet. So I get on target and I'm trying to make something appear in an artifact so that when you look at this 200-year-old artifact, there'll be something that is a symbol that is specific to my form of remote viewing. It's an icon that is not something you see in everyday history. And a word that I wrote down that I would put in a 3-letter word. So I want to see those two things. That's what we're working on. So here are my questions to you, and we'll have a little dialogue here on YouTube. Be nice in the comments, please. Does a remote viewer actually go to the time and space, move through time, and go to the actual event through time? Does information move? Do you believe that? Can a remote viewer affect the target in a way that will be seen in present day, but he caused it 200 years ago? Can you create a message to the past? What are your thoughts on that? Now, there will be people say, oh, I do it all the time, I remote influence this. Like, no, prove it. Do it under scientific protocol. Prove that you recorded your intent and you have timestamp and someone saw that and witnessed it. And then show us what's in the artifact that you caused. That's what I'm trying to do. It's a very, very interesting project, and we're working on it, and we're going to be showing that in the very near future. A message to the past, transcending space and time, moving messages from today into the past that you can see.